Ho! How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to yet another video where we're taking a look at more BFA stuff. First of all, we got finally Draenor Orcs. We get to look what they look like. Then, of course, there's some more Vulpera. Then there's a bit of a spoilers. And, of course, class changes. So before we get to the exciting part, before we really get to start talking about allied races in this one, this is going to be the topic of the day. Let's take a look at some of the class changes prior. Blizzard had a lot of stuff going on for them in terms of what's going on in coverage, and there's a lot. There's Mythic Keystone customization. I actually love Keystones in Mythic Plus. In Legion, that's what I think. PvE in Legion has been awesome. While PvP, I wanted to be always changing, and that's not what I really got out of it. PvE in Mythic Plus, it's actually so much fun. 5 people together to do dungeons where dungeons actually matter. So they're doing a few changes to those. I don't really want to cover that unless you guys are actually interested in, because I PvE, but I know most of my audience is PvP. Holy Paladin's got some of the coolest animations ever, if it ever loads. But they changed Holy Paladin animation, and this one goes out to Sneaky Killer on my streams and the channel. You're the guy who told me that they're probably going to change the animation for BFA for Holy Paladins, and lo and behold, did they change the animation. Look at that. You put a book out and you do this hand thing, and then whew, it looks so cool. But then if you take a look at Alliance, I think it honestly looks better. It's more vivid. You can see it a lot better. Look, bring the book out, do the hand thing. I like the hand motion of just like, oh, it looks so visceral. It actually looks so good. Oh, I love the book thing, because Paladins are always seen with like a holy book, and here you can actually see them casting out of it. So that has been an amazing experience to just look at, and cannot wait to see what it looks like for everybody. I kind of like how there's difference between like Torrent, like holding the book towards down, for Draenor holding the books towards up. I hope that kind of like is the difference between Horde and Alliance or whatever. That looks amazing though. Then there's also some class changes, mostly for Retribution Paladins, and I'm not somebody who's been playing Red a lot, but I know enough about Red to where I can duel as Red and kill Arcanite as a Demonology Warlock. Mastery has changed. It's more, it feels like the class is being more straightforwarded. I feel like Red is one of those classes that's already fairly simple to play. You don't have too many crazy clutter of cooldowns compared to, let's say, classes like Shaman or Monk. Your rotation is pretty simple, but they simplified it a little bit more, because you're going to be more about playing around with what your class brings, what you're all about, and they're changing shit left and right. First of all, you have your Mastery, Hand of Light, just increases damage, how much holy extra damage you do. Then you have Inquisition with your talents, which are changed as well, and we're going to take a look at that in a second. You got Inquisition back, consumes 3 holy power to increase your damage zone and haste about 10% for 15 seconds. So you can maintain a buff, like a Slice and Dice buff, which I think is awesome. I think a lot more classes should have something like that. Play around with your points. Then Righteous Verdict. Temper's Verdict, increase the damage of your next Temper's Verdict by 6% 15 seconds. Wasn't that like an ability? Wasn't that a combo in like Warlords or something? I'm pretty sure those are some of the things that came back from other expansions back into the game, back into the scene, and that's what they're trying to do. So the calculator for Paladins goes as right as it is right now here. You get Greater Judgment, Righteous Verdict, or Execution Sentence. Well, one of these is going to change. A Righteous Verdict is taking place of Execution Sentence. So it looks like you're still going to have Final Verdict, right? Yeah, they kind of mess it all up, but Execution is one of these is supposed to be that new one where your next finisher is going to be harder hitter. Then it's Fires of Justice, Blades of Wrath, and Hammer of Wrath. Isn't that an honor talent getting added back in? That gives you more options, like how do you want to honor points or holy power? How do you want to do it? Then you basic CC. Then Divine Vengeance, Divine Storm has a 50% chance to refine 1 holy power if it hits 3 or more enemies. Consecration or Wake of Ashes, that's a good redesign. That's your AoE tree. So you don't have to decide Wake of Ashes or other things. This is just your AoE tree. That's awesome. Cavalier, Unbreakable Spirit, Eye for an Eye, reduces physical damage you take. Divine Shield, shorter cooldown. Cavalier for more mobility. That's actually decent. That's decent. Eye for an Eye, movement or bubble. Decent. Then you heals. And then Crusade, Divine Purpose, or Inquisition. Oh, that's like a small version of Crusade. That's actually so well designed. I like it. I don't know how Reds feel about it, but if I were a Red Pally, I think at least this honor tree kind of makes sense. I'm not sure if this ability is strong, because it could be one of the things where Hammer Wrath does no damage, the Great Judgment is not useless, Consecration is poor, and Inquisition is a bad talent. It could be one of those things, but from what I can see right now, they look like competitive options. So if you play a Retribution Paladin, if you could sit down and go into a bit of detail what this does for your spec, if it's better or worse, so I can understand it. Let me know. That'd be great. I would appreciate it, guys. And then finally they got, oh my god, they finally have totally not an allied race, but the models for the Draenor Orcs with their emotes and everything is literally posted. And you also see their customization options in the game as well. You can see what these guys look like if it ever loads. It's taking a while. We actually get to see what these guys look like, the variations of these orcs with different tattoos, different faces, different everything. Obviously, but they're saying there's no 100% chance guarantee that these are going to be allied races. No guarantee. I mean, look at how many skin customizations you have. Definitely, it's too many. It's definitely not too many skin customizations to not be an allied race. I mean, look at these tattoos, man. Look at this. Look at these faces, man. It's totally not. Totally. I mean, Blizzard, come on. Come on, Blizzard. Like, this actually looks fucking great. You actually have all the different tribes. You have the guys that pluck their eye out tribe. Then you have your, I think, wild something tribe. Then you have your dead guy tribe or whatever it's called. I don't know the tribe names off the top of my head. I'm so sorry. But you kind of know what I mean, right? The guys that cut off their hand or whatever. That looks so good. They definitely did add all this to just make NPCs. That's all they did. Just NPCs, right? Same thing goes for Vulpera. They totally have, that's way too many customization options, Blizzard, to, look at these noses. Look at these faces. Way too many customizations to obviously not be an allied race. Obviously not an allied race or anything. Look at the skin colors, dude. I wonder if furries would be super happy about these. I would think so, right? Because if you're all about, like, furry, two-legged, talking, walking animals, and you were hype about Worgen, these guys look more expressive. Like, look at that, dude. Look at that. Obviously not an allied race. Obviously. So Blizzard is not revealing whether these are allied races or not at all. Not talking about it. So we can only... I'm still not 100% sure about Draenor Orcs. I mean, it makes no sense for them to go for the Alliance. But, like, if someone says, hey, there might be Alliance, it just... My brain, dude, gets fried. If they actually go for the Alliance, that would be the weirdest thing ever. Like, if we get these guys at the cost of Orcs, I don't know, I won't be all that happy, honestly. Honestly, won't be all that happy. Because they're cool, but, like, I'd rather get Draenor Orcs. I feel like people of the Horde have always asked for a recolor of different skin tones and different skin types for Orcs. So to give that to the Alliance, it would be such a, I feel like it's almost like a slap in the face, you know what I mean? It'd be a little much. Yeah, anyway, that's everything I have for you guys. The Paladins are getting nice changes, and totally not allied races are getting more and more stuff about them as the game goes on. I'm not sure, dude. What if Blizzard just trolling all of us? What if they're just messing with all of us? And they're adding all this allied race stuff right now just to have us make these kind of videos and just make fool of ourselves. We were like, no, that can't be it. That has to be like this. This has to be like this. Or maybe they were literally making this up on the fly. And they're taking people's reactions and they're kind of just going with it. And the game is not finished at all. And this is like, the art team is just getting this in, you know what I mean? And we're basically making the expansions for ourselves with our feedback on the little tidbits that they're releasing. You know what I mean? That would be hilarious. But I could honestly see it. Because the WoW, all this WoW guys, we're like, oh, we're so passionate about the game. We want it to be in a specific way. And Blizzard maybe are just like, okay, we'll just give them what they want. We'll just release little things, see how they react, and go by their reactions. That'll be insane. Anyway, I think this is everything I have so far. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, if you guys enjoy this kind of updates, these kind of fast, quick updates for BFA stuff, go ahead and give the video a like. Likes allow my videos to reach a wider audience. And if you simply enjoyed this video and just want to say, hey, I like this, do more of that, go ahead and give it a like and leave that like on the video. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, more updates for BFA, more discussions, more stuff I can show you, 5v5 duels if you want to participate in them as well, go ahead and hit subscribe because we put out 2 videos a day. And if you guys want to catch some of the streams that we do every single day, today should be an EU Horde 5v5 duel at 5 p.m. Eastern, East Coast, US. So if you guys want to participate in that, you go and hit the notification bell down below in order to be caught up on every single stream that goes live, so you guys can participate and join the duels and join the fun that we do on the live streams. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I very much hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video.